300% growth with a customer in a 4-year time frame. Yeah, sign me up. I'm Justin Martin with Duck Commander. I'm the general manager of Duck Commander. We manufacture, sell all sorts of game calls, whether it be duck, deer, turkey. The deal for us was being, we're still simple rednecks from North Louisiana. Like, how do you cross that bridge to get to the big deal of Amazon? And our buddies over at Mojo Outdoors, Chuck Smart and the crew, said, hey, we got this guy who's taken our Amazon account. He's done really well with it. He'd like to talk to y'all at SHOT Show. And I of course was like, well, yeah, that's fine. That sounds great. So then I met you, Jason. We talked and, you showed me what you'd done with Mojo. And I told you what we had done through our distributor. And you were like, oh no, we can do way better than that. And I was like, okay, well, that's a good salesman. I like hearing you can do better than that. And then when we finally got everything set up, it was kind of like, okay, so we're right about the same. And then the fall hit and that deal went yoom, straight up. And I was like, oh, he wasn't kidding. We wasn't ready for this. Like, we wasn't ready for them to stock this many of every duck call that we make, pretty much. So it was like, okay, yeah, Jason was right. Dealing with Amazon Direct, having them stock, fulfill, do all of your stuff, have you eligible for Prime, having them take care of a lot of that back end stuff for you, you're just not going to find a better deal going. I don't care who you are. And they've built out our page where it's very elaborate, where it's got videos, it's got reviews, it's got how-tos, it's got, we own the space. I don't think you're going to find, if you just if you search duck call on Amazon, the top 10, we're there. And there's only one way we got there. It's nothing we've done. It's all because of these guys. And when you get that kind of result, then people buy your product. So Jason and the crew come with the advertising campaigns via Amazon, spring sportsmen's and stuff like this, and then keyword searches and all the stuff I have no idea about that those guys specialize in. They said, just trust us, and what are you comfortable spending? We did a percentage of what we make, and we try to keep that percentage there based off of those guys' suggestions. And we have continued to grow. We've continued to be uber successful, and they stay on the cutting edge of what works for Amazon. We were using a distributor company, and those guys are basically a sales rep. So instead of making, 20% by selling to the distributor, we're able to still make 45, 50, whatever retail method you use. We call it, if you're making double your money, we call that 50. So it's just whatever method you want to use on accounting there. It doesn't really matter. So instead of making 20 points, we're able to maintain anywhere from 45 to 55 because we just pay Jason and his crew a straight commission. So it's a lot easier on us. And it lets us control stuff, which is ultimately what I think any business gets a little leery of, is losing control. So we still get to control our product. It leaves straight from West Monroe, Louisiana, and goes to, every Amazon DC. When Amazon sends out an email, says, hey, we're about to pause POs on all non-essential items. Let me tell you what's not essential. Call. I just go, and now to a hunter, they're essential. But to Amazon, they are not essential. So when you get that email from Amazon, and then within an hour, you get an email from the Streiff team saying, look, hey, here's what we need to do. We need to go in, update everything you have on direct fulfillment, update all your quantities, make sure that the people can still get this. We go in and we do that. And then immediately we start receiving direct fulfillment orders for that product. You're like, yeah, these guys were right. They were on the ball. They were, and because of that, we haven't missed a sale via Amazon. And that's right now the mom and pop stores are not open. The fact that we're not without anything, and we're not missing those sales is huge for us as a company. The fact that our largest account, our single largest account, I have no worry about anything. I mean, just think of what that does for your marriage, for your home life, for your business. I mean, there's just, I mean, you see these people wonder, how are we going to take care of and back in the day when like Walmart was our largest account, that was a big burden on this company because we did it all. We had to worry about meeting all their metrics and making sure that the stuff got there on this day, and it had to be in this window or you get penalized. And if you catch too many of them penalties, and all of a sudden you're basically giving them free product. The fact that I don't have to worry about that at all, and that's not even a concern, and I don't have to have somebody in these four walls of this office checking that, is huge. You just really, I mean, is there a price you can put on that? I don't know that there is a price you can put on it. That's just peace of mind is something that's hard to quantify value of. Thank goodness, thank the Lord, whatever you want to say, that we didn't really have too big of a choice to make, because I do feel like we would have ended up here. I'm just glad we didn't have to go a different route to get to where we are. In fact, I don't even know that we have like an active contract, because we're we're all honest people. We shake hands and we do what we say. We pay our bills on time. They pay everything on time. I've never once had to question any of their spends. I mean, those guys have a full-blown access to our credit cards and can do whatever they want to with them if they so desired. And I've never once had to go back and back check. I do check every month because that's what a general manager does, but I've never once questioned any spend for anything because we agreed on a percentage to keep it at, and they have always actually operated underneath the percentage that we agreed that we were comfortable with. And our business still continues to grow year over year. It's obviously not what you see first to second year, but growth is growth. And I don't care if it's 2% or if it's 20%, growth is growth. And as long as we're still growing, then everything's healthy and everybody's happy. When we were with a distributor, they were just another large account. Now that number is somewhere north of 300% growth in 5 years. Or not even 5 years, really. This is start of year 4. 300% growth with a customer in a 4-year time frame. Yeah, sign me up. Like, I mean, how can you not? I mean, and that's up with including, the money that we spend for advertising. So that's not just like, that's not gross, that's net. So it's, so if you look at the other, it's probably actually a little bit more than that. And again, I mean, you're just not going to, I've said it a lot and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you will not find a better deal. I know we've personally, had a couple of people reach out to you guys because of our experience. They've asked us, like, how are y'all growing on Amazon? Like, well, hey, here's Jason's number. Give him a call. And when people are doing that for you without being asked to do that, that's how you know you're doing the right thing. If it's growing by word of mouth, then, these types of deals that we're recording here are merely a formality, because if your customers are happy, they're going to let other people know, which is how I knew that this was a good deal. I can tell you right now, as long as Amazon still wants to sell duck calls, we're staying right where we're at. We ain't going anywhere. I would encourage anybody that watches this, give them a try. You literally are playing with house money. You have nothing to lose and only things to gain. And if you've made it this far in this video, you've realized just how much we've gained off of it. So now every category and every product is going to be a little different, but I guarantee you this, you will sell more. You will get better use of the money you spend, and you will be happy.